Good afternoon and welcome to Alongside Lauren. I am Lauren and I'm so glad that I'm able to spend my Sunday afternoon with you. Alongside Lauren is all about us just getting a few bits and pieces prepared for our week so that everything is nice and easy and breezy and really low stress when it comes time for dinner on our weeknights. This afternoon, we are going to be preparing some pesto and our bolognese for spaghetti bolognese for this week. My sous chef is also my husband Heath, and he'll be joining me in just a tick. But to start, I am going to get crack-a-lacking on this pesto. So the reason why I'm making pesto is because we are back to having our Bible study on Sunday night. And I found that having a nice fresh pesto to go with some bread and some vegetable sticks, as well as cheese and crackers, just makes me feel a little bit more virtuous about things for the week. Even when I really think about it, when I know how much olive oil is in that pesto, there's really not a lot for me to feel good about. But it's green, so it's good, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Heath. As Lauren mentioned earlier, sorry, can't get social working at the moment. So
That's
if you've
cool.
got any comments, leave them in the chat, but we won't be able to respond to them today. Sorry.
That's all right. So if
Yep.
I've got like parsley in my teeth or anything like that, you'll just have to tell me
Just
later and I'll
let
figure it
everyone
out.
know.
Yeah,
Accept
just
us.
bring attention to it and don't tell me. That's always the
Exactly.
best way to go. Now, I think
What a
most
kindness.
importantly,
Yes.
wine.
Wine. Got it. Okay, so
You read my mind, babe.
have we got something in the fridge
We've
already?
got some Pinot
Oh yeah, there's a little bit left in here. Yep, a Pinot Gris.
Pinot Gris.
Grigio. Is
Well, I
that how you
think
pronounce it?
Pinot Gris
Pinot Gris is red, right? No,
no.
Pinot.
Pinot Gris is the Italian version, and Pinot Grigio is the Spanish version. So I
Ah,
think it's the same.
right. Okay.
It's the same grape, but I think maybe the way that it's produced is slightly different.
Shows what I know. All I know is this is a tasty one, so.
Well, I don't know. You could tell me in the chat, but I wouldn't be aware of it.
All right. Okay.
Excellent. So, ordinarily, a normal pesto that you would be used to would be based on basil. We are sort of at the point in our basil harvest in our herb garden where, I mean, like, there is basil there, but there's not a whole lot.
No, we're starting to run out. It's nearly time for us to do some replanting. Hey.
Yes. So I'm kind of just working through what we've got, and I'm going to be.
Dregs.
Well, yeah, I know. We won't tell them that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cheers.
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 Lovely.
Yeah.
But we'll also be, I guess, sort of augmenting that with a bit of parsley and some baby spinach that we have left over from salads that we had for lunch today.
Perfect. I can also see some onions. I presume they're for the bolognese
Yeah,
later.
the onions are for the bolognese.
But I can make a start on them
if
on
you
the
would
side.
like to. So the recipe calls for 2 onions. I've got one like normal sized onion and then 3 wee ones.
Yep, great.
So,
All right.
well, this parmesan is
Cool.
going to be very unclassy. But it still smells fine. It just got a bit frozen in the.
Yeah, it did get a little bit frozen, but I'm sure it is perfect.
Yeah.
Sure, it's perfect. Yikes. Bringing out the scary knife.
Bring out the scary knife.
Wink, wink, wink.
So we need
All right,
80
I'll work
grams
around
of
this.
parmesan.
80 grams.
80 grams.
Seems like a decent amount of cheese.
It is. And this is where I sort of say that thing of like, you feel as though it should be healthy because it's green.
Well, I can smell the parmesan in a good way. It's not a
Okay.
horrible smell. It's
Good.
good. It's a good cheesy smell.
Good cheesy smell.
Good cheesy smell.
As opposed to feet smell.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, which glass was yours? Do we remember?
The game
Well,
continues.
already we're doing this dance.
The
All right,
game
80 grams.
continues.
Oh,
How'd you
bang
go?
on 80.
Oh,
Bang on 80.
She did it.
I did.
She did it, people.
Oh,
Look out.
mark your calendars.
This is how it's done right here. Just check that action out, huh?
I hope you also get, ah, yeah,
80
nice. An
grams.
excellent dodging of all of the dirty glasses I've
Bam.
got in that thing.
Love it. All right.
Look, it's the simple thing.
It is. It
For
is
me.
those little tiny wins.
I'm a simple thing.
Okay.
All right. So often, I guess for me, I find a lot of joy in creativity. Oh, this is going to get loud, so I'm going to do this.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Sorry about that, everybody. That is horribly loud. Woo.
So,
Yowza.
come here often?
Yeah. Yowza. All right. Well, at least it's eased off now. But my
there we
goodness,
go.
that was
My
something.
word.
That was something. What were you cutting there?
That was the Parmesan.
Parmesan, but frozen Parmesan. So not only is it a
Yes.
firm cheese, but it's a frozen firm cheese.
I like a firm cheese. All right. Now, what I was going to say before I frightened myself and
Yep,
turned on the
scared
Thermomix
the living daylights out of
is
everyone.
that sometimes one of the things that I love doing is taking a recipe and then just using it as a bit of a guide to kind of use up the bits and pieces that we have around the house. So the slightly frozen Parmesan, this is perfect for that. Normally you would put pine nuts in your pesto. I don't actually like pine nuts.
Cashews.
Or cashews.
I'm a fan of cashews.
Pine nuts are expensive. I don't really like them. We've got a mix of roasted almonds and walnuts that Heath and I roasted to have for salads a little while ago. And so we need 30 grams of the pine nuts. We'll just pop in 30 grams of roasted assorted nuts that were like the ends of bags of things that were in the pantry.
How's that Parmesan looking, by the way?
It's looking very graty.
Powdered.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is good. So it was worth all of that noise.
There you go. Cool.
Oh, that's
very
annoying.
good.
I'm 1 gram off.
Well, I won't show everybody that.
Oh, there we go. Bang on. Now
fixed
it's
it?
bang on 30. Yeah. Crisis averted, folks. And yeah, so I find it's a really good opportunity when you kind of understand the flavor profiles of various bits and pieces of just being able to work with what you've got. And I find for me that some of the best meals that we've had and the most satisfaction that I get in creating a meal for Heath and I, sort of nothing too extravagant or fancy, is when I've been able to create something which is delicious, feels like it's kind of nurturing our bodies, and is also just using up the bits and pieces that we have.
Yep. And I mean, your track record is pretty good when it comes to creating great dishes from what we've got in the cupboard. And I think that comes from practice and experience and learning what flavors go together. And
the stuff you can get away with, the things that you really need to make sure that you do.
Yep.
And the types of flavorings that you can add to make something taste super duper gourmet when
it's
using
just
up
baked beans or something. No, not quite
right.
down to there.
So the recipe needs 80 grams of basil, which is going to be 80 grams of assorted greenery that
you managed to track down.
So, and this is a bit that takes forever.
Yeah. So that's parsley at the moment, isn't it?
It is. Yay! We have a gram.
1 gram of parsley. Nailed it. All right.
So we don't want it to be too stemmy, which is why I'm sort of taking the leaves off the stems, because otherwise you'll find that you just get like beards.
Yep. Don't want the beards.
You don't want the beards.
But how much weight were you going for?
80 grams. We're going to be here forever.
That is simply not possible, I'm going to say.
So, no, I mean, never say never, but it is going to take a long time. So I don't want your arms to get tired. So you can...
No, you keep on going at that.
Stay tuned.
And
you can go back to chopping the onions.
Well, I've pretty much finished with the onions.
Oh,
because
okay.
I presume that these are getting a bit of a blitz later.
Yeah, they're going to get blitzed.
Yep. So
we can also add in we're going to add in a carrot.
Okay, I can get that going.
So I think there's 1 carrot left in
We've still got 1 old carrot. Good.
1 old carrot.
Good stuff. I'll just pop that there.
Yeah.
We're doing the whole carrot?
Whole carrot.
The whole enchilada.
The whole carrot enchilada. No.
No.
No. And
so I'm just cutting these into sort of like 2 centimeter long rounds so that they can be blitzed.
Quick update. 13 grams.
13
Woo!
grams. Well, you better give me another job because
I'm going to be here for
I
donkey's
am
yams.
already done with that too.
There will be a zucchini.
A zucchini. Great.
Oh no, just chop it.
Chop
That's terrible. I'm so sorry. It will be, I think, in one of the...
These?
Yes, perfect.
Yep. Now, I am told, or the last time I saw, there were also cucumbers in here.
I think I used up the last cucumber,
I'm just doing a check.
It is still worthwhile double checking.
No, that's even a zucchini.
Even a zucchini. Right. It's quite sad looking, so this would be perfect
it's a good one for a bolognese. Yep.
Yeah.
Why did I get such a tiny chopping board?
Well, you could use the big one, which is right next to it.
I could indeed.
I'm sorry. I pulled out 2 chopping boards.
This is on me for...
I thought we could just, just mix things up a little bit. Quick update. 23 grams.
23 grams. She's crossed the 1/4 mark.
Woo!
Equivalent of 2.5 Ks in a 10K run. Would you say?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We did a 10K run yesterday.
Did we?
We did. That was a really awkward
you picked up
segue.
On my horrible segue.
That was a terrible segue.
Okay, yes, we did a 10K run.
We did.
Yeah.
Which I feel we did a 10K run, and that's the end of the story.
We had some goals. We wanted
to
do it in a certain amount of time. We did it in that amount of time. Actually, a little bit better,
which was good.
Which was very good. It fortunately cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, the weather in Southeast Queensland has been pretty horrid.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I mean, compared to, I mean, it has felt horrid. Compared to, this time last year we'd had rain.
Yeah,
it's definitely
not
the same kind of horrid.
Yeah.
But it has just been unpleasant for exercising and doing.
This time last year, I think that it had rained something like 30 days out of the 40 days that had passed. It was crazy, the stats, how much rain we had. But no, this one is a bit drier, but not any less humid. It has not been
pleasant. No, it has been super humid. Yeah. So we're up to the basil portion of this afternoon's proceedings.
Nice. So I can see that you've got a tin of diced vine-ripened tomatoes. So I'm going to open the tin at least.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah. And if you want to, I think next to the coffee machine, 52 grams.
Oh, wow. You're making progress really quickly all of a sudden.
I think the basil's a bit heavier.
Ah, good stuff.
I also have become less fussy with the stems.
Got it. Now, you were suggesting that I do something?
I'm fairly sure that the tomato paste and passata, which we also will need, are next to the coffee machine.
Can you start?
Awesome. They are. Great.
All right. Literally, here are ones we prepared earlier.
Yeah.
You put them right in the right spot, didn't you?
Oh, stink bug.
What's wrong?
I got to 60 grams and I got excited.
Yeah.
But I actually need more. So this is where the spinach is going to come into it.
Wow.
I will add in some fresh spinach.
Ah, good trick.
To top it up.
Good trick. So that is starting to get pretty full. And admittedly, not overly exciting to visualize. But,
nice and green.
Spinach and basil and parsley. Yay.
So we'll pop those extra wee bits. Actually, I might pop that wee bit of extra spinach in the bolognese.
Perfect.
While and then an insane amount of olive oil. So like I said, every time I make this, I go, this is not healthy. Well, in the amount I consume it. So 150 grams of olive oil.
Just keeps on going. It's like a whole glass of wine worth of olive oil.
Oh, I just like imagine drinking that.
Oh, no, I didn't imagine that. No, that would make me feel yucky.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, heck.
Oh.
I got a bit over.
Oh, well, it'll be right. Hang on, I'll just
Just call me the deli camera.
No. Just because we've got to even you up a bit. You
Oh,
had
okay,
such
there
a
we
good
go.
run with the 80.
It's now only fair that everyone knows that I'm a little bit rubbish.
Yeah, just 10 grams over.
10 grams of rubbish. All right.
10 grams of extra oil is a good amount of extra oil.
And now we put in just a wee bit of salt. A quarter teaspoon.
What are you going for?
A quarter teaspoon.
Well, this is a half teaspoon. You got a punier one hiding in there somewhere?
I do.
Good. Excellent.
The quarter teaspoon that I always pick up when I don't want it.
Yeah, and can never find when you do.
Quarter teaspoon of salt.
All right, excellent. Good stuff.
We give it a mix-a-rooney.
Yes. Brilliant. Another loud one. Sorry, everybody. I'm sure that's blasting everyone a little bit. But anyway. Some interesting sounds coming out of it. Yikes. 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 Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is coming together nicely. It is looking very pesto-like to me. What do you reckon?
Well, pesto-like is exactly what we were aiming for.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Good bowl scraping.
Thank you, darling.
Very skillful.
I've been working on it.
Hang on. Let's have a look at what it looks like on the lid. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like green stuff on the lid.
Green with a bit of cheese. Delicious.
Alrighty.
Delicious. So did you explain why you've done the pesto first and not the bolognese?
I don't think I did. Because when I say it out loud, it makes me sound, I don't know, equal parts lazy and gross. But because the flavor of the pesto just lends itself so well to the flavor profile that we're using for the bolognese, one of the things that I will do when I'm cooking with the Thermomix is to kind of sequence recipes so that I can kind of, I guess, eke out some of the additional flavor from the previous recipe with this next one. So oftentimes if Heath and I are making mayonnaise, we'll then make coleslaw like immediately after we've made the mayonnaise. So you kind of like
maximizing the flavor.
Yeah, maximizing the flavor, and any of the extra little bits and pieces that are in the bowl are going to a good home, a good cause, rather than just going, straight into the sink.
Yeah. Now, are you going to put some oil over the top of this, like you were explaining to me?
So the reason why, after I have just been complaining about how much darn olive oil is in this, and you would think, oh my gosh, Lauren, why would you be adding more? But you will find that those beautiful greens will kind of oxidize if you're not careful. And so what we mean by oxidize is that they'll go like a bit brown and manky on the top. Very technical. So isn't that just gorgeous?
It is looking pretty good. Yep.
You have that with some carrot sticks and you're going to feel like the most virtuous person in the world. Or did you cut the other onion, the big onion?
I cut up 3 onions. Was I meant to do another one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will do that
That's
soon.
fine. Or maybe the 3 will be fine.
Sure. I'll do that in just a second.
So to stop that, what we need to do is to stop the oxygen from getting to the pesto. And so we just add a little bit of extra olive oil on top, and that will stop it from going brown.
Awesome.
And that will actually keep it, like that pesto will stay.
Is it pretty tasty? Yeah, I see a little blob there.
That's really good.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh,
So
especially when you use good Parmesan.
yeah,
Using good Parmesan.
good frozen Parmesan is
Frozen-
definitely the way to go.
Frozen or completely normal Parmesan, but good Parmesan.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we'll get crack-a-lacking on preparing the bolognese. So we've got.
So I've got a bit of catching up to do
You
by
do.
finishing off this onion. So I misheard and thought that you said 2 onions and that 3
Well,
little
no,
ones was going to cut it.
I should have.
No, I misheard that 3 little ones would cut it. But no, our 3 little ones were so little that you decided
We're going to up the ante. So this particular recipe comes from Liz Kessels, also known as Mother Hubbard. Which one have you been drinking?
The one that sadly is running out.
All right, well, I'm happy then.
Yep.
She has got an amazing array of recipes, Thermomix and conventional, but this is her bolognese recipe that I swear by. Heath and I first made it in early 2020 when we wanted to understand how to use our Thermomix a little bit better.
So we did a course with her, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
And
which was pretty cool.
It's such a great recipe.
Yeah.
And a good way also just to use up some odds and ends from the veggie.
So far we've got
the equivalent of 2
onions. What else have we got?
And we need to get 4 cloves of garlic.
Great.
So I've got 1, 2 there. And one Sunday coming soon, Liz is going to hang out with Heath and I in the kitchen for a bit, which will be amazing. I'll be really nervous because she's a bit of a
pro.
She's a pro, and I am Lauren.
No, you're a pro too, but in a different way.
She also has a really well organized spice rack.
Her kitchen setup is something else.
Amazing.
It is. It really is.
So just peeling these garlic cloves because they will get very helpfully smushed by the Thermomix.
This one just needs a bit of a trim up.
Ah, cool.
It's got a couple of dodgy bits.
That's all right. So do I.
All right. Sometimes it's really easy to take the coating off garlic, and other times
not so much.
I find it really tricky. So are you going to cut them up a little bit, or just chuck them straight in because they're getting blitzed?
Because they'll get blitzed.
Perfect. When would you like the vegetables that I cut up?
In a wee bit. So it's 3 seconds, speed 6. You'd think, given how frequently I've done this, that I remember.
Once again, this is going to be loud, everybody. All right. Cool.
Perfect.
Blitzed. Ballroom blitzed.
Excellent. And that's all nicely.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So here we go. Here's the onion, and it's collected a nice little bit of pesto along the way. So it's got some nice little colored speckle in it. That's going to be yum. Very good. Very, very good. I'm excited.
Good.
So we're going to be eating this on Monday night through to Thursday night?
Correct.
Yeah? And we're going to have it with zoodles?
That is the plan. So Heath and I, we're still
zucchini noodles.
After our holiday, I just
just trying to back off the carbohydrates, back off the
everything.
That comes with eating while you're on holidays.
Yes.
So
because we ate all the thing.
There was an opportunity to eat. We took it with both hands and
unlimited fries.
Little bit of oil?
Yeah, a little bit of oil. So 1 tablespoon. And that is all of the oil in that bottle. I love it when that happens.
Yep, nailed it.
I do have a spare.
Nailed it. And what else would you like? Can I pass you things?
Well, you can just tell me, I think it's for aroma for 4 minutes, 3 minutes?
Oh, okay. Goodness. Oh, okay. Place onions, garlic into a mixing bowl,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. Scrape down,
Mm-hmm.
add butter, oil, and saute 4 minutes. Varoma, speed 1. So Varoma is the hottest, isn't it?
Yeah.
The maximum temperature. All right.
Perfect. And that's going to smell spectacular. Or smack,
So one of the things that I think this recipe talks about is using this Varoma lid and cooking the mince in there or something.
in it. Yeah.
But what? Oh no, we're going to be doing that, right?
We will be doing that.
Yeah. Good.
But not quite yet.
It's not like this is a vegetarian one or anything like that.
He said with a high amount of concern.
Imagine a vegetarian zoodles bolognese. That just feels unfair.
It's too many things.
Too many things. No. Not like a look of them? No.
Oh, is that? Oh,
no worries. No? We can trim them up.
I reckon.
Trim them up.
Yeah, so I've just got some this very exciting conversation of Heath and I trying to decide how much of this pak choy was salvageable.
Yeah.
It was some that I had bought for a dish that Heath and I ended up not making. I forgot about it.
It happens.
It happens. We don't really have a dish that we're doing in the next week that will kind of lend itself to it.
So you just want to get it into the bolognese?
Yeah, I sort of figure we'll
get it in there.
Get it in there.
Yeah. The more veg, the better.
Yeah. And pak choy is a fairly, I guess, as far as like your green veg like this go, like it's not like rocket, so it's not going to be imparting like a bitterness or anything like that to the dish. It'll just be like a delicious greenness.
It's a pretty subtle flavour.
A really subtle flavour.
What's the difference between pak choy and bok choy? Do you know?
One is pak choy and one's bok choy.
That is true. That is true. I'll take it. No, neither do I.
Really? You hit it so well, Lauren.
I'm actually wondering if there is no difference and it's just two different ways of saying the same thing.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look into it.
We're going to find out. We will find out later.
Put my tiny amount of nuts back.
Okay, so that goes for 4 minutes cooking away. And then once that's done, we are chucking in our zucchini, our carrots, and I presume this as well, the pak choy.
Yes.
Yep.
And we'll give them all a smush then.
It says put it in a mixing bowl and chop for 5.
Yeah.
Got it.
Great. The other thing that we can put in is some celery. Do we want celery?
Sure. Yeah, let's add a little bit.
I know celery is not your favourite.
No, celery is not my favourite, but it does add a tiny bit of flavour that's kind of appropriate for a bolognese, in my opinion. So let's do it.
Well,
and we have a ton of celery, so it makes sense.
1 tomato.
Oh, okay. All right.
That will just add
It's a little sad.
It's just 1 tomato, and I don't know when we'll... If we don't use it now, I don't know when else we'll use it. Well, it actually... And looking at it closely, it is a bit sad.
All right, I'm thinking...
I was thinking 1 or 2.
Let's do 2. I feel like I was going to say 1. You were going to say 2. You held back. You know what you're doing. We're going 2. It's actually a pretty good looking bunch of celery.
It is. Well, I thought we'll cut up some celery sticks for to go with the pesto.
For later. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Now with the celery, we'll just give it a bit of a wash.
Yeah, especially at the bottom there. Always get a little bit grubby.
But because it's going to be going into a dish which is going to get cooked and it's all going to get smushed down, so we'll include the leaves as well. There's nothing wrong with celery leaves. They are edible, but they are just a little bit tougher, a little bit like the celery, the parsley stems. It's just a little bit tougher. But you can, like, sort of flavor profile wise, if I have seen people make a type of pesto using the sort of younger, newer celery leaves. So, you know, if that's something that floats your boat, that's something you could do as well. So we'll have a look. And that's just beautiful, sort of
You can see all
greeny.
the steam. I wish you guys could smell it.
It smells
The cooking
spectacular.
onion plus the basil pesto. It smells like a delicious pesto pasta at the moment. So, which makes sense. That's
All right.
the
The
flavors, I
flavor
guess.
profile that we've been going for.
Yeah.
So we'll pop this veg in.
Right. Okie dokie. I'll take the little one.
Oh, and
that is looking pretty full.
Yeah.
Yowza. Plus the spinach, yeah. Plenty of veg in this one. Definitely not missing out. Definitely not.
This is where I
You're gonna have to squeeze that down.
Yeah,
Just like jam it down.
I feel as though I probably should have done it in like batches, but you know.
We'll see how we go. Just a bit of scrape down here and there.
And
what's the plan?
5 and 5.
5 and 5.
But we might go a wee bit longer.
Loud again. Oh no, maybe not. You giving it a bit of a help along the way?
Yeah, a little help.
Nice. How did that go?
I think we might need to go again.
Again?
Yeah.
Again!
Oh, it's gone alright.
It is actually. It's looking a bit coleslaw at the moment. The old faithful.
Yeah, just another blitz, I reckon.
Another blitz. Does it need any more stirring?
Probably.
All right.
Perfect.
Cool. Awesome. How's that looking?
Great. I'm really happy with that.
Way to go. Okay. All right. So
now add
for the liquids. Yep.
So I'll add in passata. So passata. It's just cooked down tomatoes. This one has got some additional herbs added to it.
Convenient.
But it can be a little bit tricky. I like to, where we like to be able to support Australian
producers
and Australian produced product. And passata is just one of those things that can be a little bit tricky to get from Australia. So as with tinned tomatoes.
But we got it from Australia. It just means that you have to get the one with the Italian herbs and everything like that. So the tomato, as far as we can tell, is 100% Australian sourced. So that's
good. Which is good.
Yeah. Same goes with the diced tomatoes. And yeah, and the tomato paste as well.
Which I thought I needed, but I don't.
Oh, it's not needed?
No.
Oh, way to go.
So we're going to also just add in some red wine. So I'm just going to, again, like we want to get all of the flavor out of these. Out of these. So give the tin of tomatoes a little bit of a smush around.
And then pour it into the passata. Oh, gee, there's a whole system going on here. I like it. And then you're going to want to
I've done this before. Yes, I will.
I'm going to let you just be sure that you've put it on enough so that you don't shake it all over yourself. Oh, yeah. Nice. That's good. It's good.
Get out all of that passata-y goodness. It's like the weirdest cocktail.
Good stuff. It it looks a little bit. That's looking pretty full.
Yeah, I can't fit much more in. So what
Liz, I will if you are watching, don't pay attention to how full that is.
I'm at max.
All right. Okay. I know there's some rules. Yeah, I don't know much about the Thermomix, but I know there's rules about how full you can make it.
Thanks for drawing attention to it.
What do you got there?
Bay leaves. 2 bay leaves. And I've got not overly classy. but it's just a dried Italian herb mix that you can get in bulk from the supermarket. I buy it in bulk from the supermarket because we use a lot of it.
Perfect.
And we'll put in 1.5 tablespoons. It sounds like a lot, but there's a lot in here, as Heath pointed out. And the last thing that we will put in will be, of course, our veggie stock concentrate.
Ah, yes.
And we put this in instead of salt, and quite a bit.
It's coming together, though. I'm excited by it. I think we're going to have leftovers this week, though. That's a lot of bolognese.
Yeah. It will cook down.
Sure.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
And then, 30 minutes for Roma speed 1.
Great.
So as he said, we're popping the Varoma sort of serving dishy thing on top. Because we are going to be cooking the mince in there.
Is it appropriate for me to pull the mince out?
Yes.
So
we've got a kilo.
2 packets of 500 grams of turkey mince.
A kilo of turkey mince. So again, we did the mathematics, and turkey mince was
chicken mince was actually the cheapest at the moment. But we're not a huge fan of chicken mince. We find it too squishy. Turkey mince gets a little bit of mouthfeel, a little bit of
you get a bit of
chew to it.
Yeah.
Chicken
mince.
Say it with me.
Chicken mince
does actually just gets a bit mushy and it's a bit annoying. So, obviously beef mince, lamb mince, all of those ones, we like them probably a little bit more, but at the moment they are just so pricey.
At the moment turkey mince was cheaper.
Yep.
So we've got a full kilo of turkey mince that we will now just pop into the Varoma. So, I mean, I prefer the taste of mince that's been browned in the pan. I just do. But this is a really convenient way to make the bolognese, and I don't have to stir. So we just pop the turkey mince in.
Yep, get rid of that paper. That's a good tip.
And pop the second one in.
Cool. Do you have to like break it up or anything?
Yep, and then just break it up a little bit.
So this tray here, it's got a heap of holes in the bottom, doesn't it?
It does.
Which is what lets
the
steam through.
from it, and that also means that like all the flavor of the two are kind of all
melding
working together and melding
yeah.
together. So it's all just a beautiful amalgam of flavor. So we're going to cook this for about an hour or so.
So stick around for an hour.
No,
this
joke's
getting a little old.
Unpack the dishwasher and slice a loaf of bread and hang out some washing. No. So
don't stick around for an hour.
No. We'll just let that sort of cook away, and we're going to keep on keeping on with the bits and pieces that we need to do to get our week sorted and to get ready for guests for tonight. And we hope that you have also just taken a couple of moments this Sunday afternoon to get stuff ready for your week as well. And we always love to hear your tips and tricks on things that you do to make your life a little bit easier. And we hope to hear from you, and can't wait to do this all again next Sunday for Alongside Lauren.